Welcome back guys to another video where today we're going to be at a very different track. I haven't raced around this track in a while. It is Road Atlanta here, and as you can see here, the elevation changes are unbelievable, and it's actually going to play into effect like the strategy and stuff. And yeah, this is probably one of the hardest league races I've ever experienced, because of just the tire wear. There's going to be a few mistakes that we make that are going to definitely play into effect. Strategy was a little different here, as a hard tire was actually required, and that's going to change for the next couple races. But for some reason we required the hard tire, so we're actually going to go from soft to hards. But what I didn't know, what I tried to do was a one-stop strategy, but yeah, it didn't go as planned. So let me not spoil too much here, and let's go straight into the race start. So here we are starting in 8th place, and we actually get a pretty good start here. 5 lights go off. Our reaction time actually seemed a little off, but we go past Big D there. The Toyota I think was pretty slow on the starts anyways when I was driving it, but we're gonna take it around the outside here. Just watch as they go 3 wide in there. Niati goes a little off track. I don't think he made any contact with anyone, and we actually make our way up into 4th place here. A little bit janky up there, but we're clear there, and then I think, yeah, we go into 4th place into first couple of corners. So here we are on lap 4. We're basically just staying behind like the top 3 and stuff, but this was probably the scariest part of the race here. You can see Maku goes off the line a little bit, and I think he tries to cut that corner. He goes sideways. We almost crashed into him. We actually get a little slide trying to pass him as we just, that was crazy. Wait, let me mess it up a little bit. There we go. I think this is, yep, pretty sure this is the same lap. So you can see here, he was kind of getting offline and stuff, and him and Rob just passed him for 2nd place here. He goes offline there, and I think he cuts the grass a little bit, and then we almost made contact with him. Luckily, I think we used a little bit of brake and throttle, and we actually almost lose it ourselves, but we make our way up into 3rd place past Miyaku. So here we are on lap 5 now. We're still in front of Miyaku, but we're gonna make this pretty big mistake there. We go off the track. Doesn't look like I cut the track, and it's kind of hard to determine like where, like what currently like our track limits. It's super hard to determine around this track, and it's going to be our first of many. But my main worry was Miyaku right behind us here. Now 5/10, like a half-second time penalty, may not seem like a lot, but you're about to see like the straightaway after this penalty, it's pretty long here, and you're gonna see that we're gonna actually take the inside line here. He's gonna take the outside. I don't know why I gave him the outside, because I'm actually never gonna do that again, because I kind of learned from, it's pretty easy to overtake around the outside, around the chicane, but we're gonna settle for 4th place. And here we are around 4 laps later here. You can see Maku in front. You can see he takes a really weird line. I think he's lagging a little bit, but he's actually gonna get half-second time penalty the same way we did not too long ago. So this is actually kind of a repeat of what happened last time, or I think it was like 4 laps ago. You can see here, basically the same scenario here, is we're almost the same gap too, so he's gonna have to serve that time penalty on the same straight here. But he does something a little bit different. He actually takes the outside line here, and we're gonna take the inside. Now, something about the outside lane, actually no, he's going to take the inside line. So we're going to take the outside line here, and he's actually going to give us basically a duplicate. Just driver swap there, and we're going to go into 3rd place. I swear he was going to take the outside line, but I guess not. Now, riding on board with the Miyaku here, we were struggling because this was for sure going to be our outlap. He actually almost tries to go around the outside. We give him a little bit of space, but I am absolutely struggling for grip right now. We almost go into grass right there. But we're trying to battle it out here. I single file, there we go. Try to get his draft here, but you can see the rear left right there. We're actually, it's almost completely red, and I was just struggling for grip so much here. But this shouldn't have been my main worry. It was a pit entry, because I heard like we're all in a party chat, and people kept getting penalties, and also Lucky Dog is right there, and he's on way fresher softs here. But there we go into the pits. We clearly cut that yellow line there, and that's what's going to cost us the penalty there. We're just like sliding in the pit lane here. Almost That was a very weird pit entry. You're basically driving until the pit line, which is, it's kind of weird. You don't usually see that, but we actually take a full tank of gas. Miyaku, I kind of wanted to go right behind him because I didn't know how fast he was going to enter the pits. But he's actually going to only have 64% fuel. We're going to have 100% here. But we're going to have a pretty big surprise coming to pits because I thought, like over that crest where we crossed the line, I thought that was like kind of, what's it called? I thought it was like, I didn't know it was like a, not double, but like right there, broken line kind of. So I thought it was like that, so I thought I could cross it. Turns out I couldn't. I was also struggling for grip, but we are gonna have to serve that 3-second time penalty. And then just to add on to our pretty horrible race right now, we just pitted and we have to serve that 3-second time penalty. We make this stupid mistake here. We actually clip that pit entry, and then we're trying to reverse it out of here. There we go. Managed to do that, but then right after we have to serve that 3-second time penalty. So I think we lost like probably 10 seconds due to all of this, because now this is going to slow us down to walking pace, which is just, this was just horrible. Because not only did we have to serve it, but we also crashed, which lost us so much time. We also got damage from that too, so I think we just clipped the grass. We took a lot more curb than I was expected and just spun like that. It's a pretty stupid mistake. Now here we are, I think around 8 laps later here, you're actually going to see we're going to make the move on Tay. He gives us a lot of room there, and we make the pass for 6th place here. I think Niati pits, so that's why we gained. We were previously in 8th place, but now he's going to get the draft on us here. See, we're going to take the outside line. I think we definitely learned a lot in this race, as I'm not very comfortable with Atlanta, but you're going to see here, we take the outside. We can brake a lot later. I think we broke like 50 meters later than we usually do. We almost drift on exit there. And yeah, we get 6th place in the end. But now a lap later here, you can see that we're taking all that grass with us. We're basically a lot more, and we lose a lot of straight line speed from that. So he's going to pass us for 6th place once again. And then we're going to go try to get his draft here. I don't think we're big enough there. I think he goes on defensive. I'm not sure why, but we break a little later. He took a little bit of that inside line, so he lost a little bit of that apex speed. But now he will go into 6th place, and this won't be the only time we fight with each other. So now here we are 2 laps, I think, later here, and he's going to get a pretty exit onto this little straightaway here. We're actually going to try to take the outside lane here. But I'm pretty sure he actually brakes a little early. He gives us the corner, actually, and then we kind of give him a little bit of space right there, but then we go on the curb. We actually didn't go on the grass that time, but now he's going to get the draft onto his very long straightaway here. And you see, I think I kind of like that livery from the backside. But you can see the Puma on the other side. A great look at the livery. As we go into the chicane here, we take the outside once again. I go for the outside really early, but we go around the outside there. He gives us the corner there, and we're still in 6th place. So here we are around like 14 laps later. Now we are absolutely struggling. Now Tate has been behind us for almost the past 12 laps here, ever since we passed him. And now he's going to get the draft on us here, but as everyone was trying to cycle through their like pit stops, we actually went into 2nd here, but we do have to pit for fuel. We were not going to make enough fuel, but here comes Tate here on the inside line. We establish our boundaries there. We go for the outside line in the chicane because we know that we can brake a little bit later. And you see, here we go. He actually he's a lot more aggressive because we actually only have like 11 more laps. But now he was right on our back bumper. This was actually the first couple of challenges for me, especially because he's been starting to gain on us. But not only that, but we do make a mistake into the first corner there, and we actually go off the track, and you can't see it just about. And you see here that we actually we crashed a little bit. Now running on board with us, I think we just brake way too late, and our tires, like our left sides, were completely dead. We're actually trying to change our brake balance just to kind of conserve and just trying to go trying to take a racing line on the grass isn't the best idea, and we actually lose quite a bit of time from that. Just didn't know really what happened. I think we just braked really late, and then we slid a lot into that corner, and with our left sides basically dead. You see our right sides are pretty good, but our left sides were just horrible. And we're just desperate trying to get just trying to save at least some tire wear. But this was definitely my call to pit. We were actually, I think this was the same lap that we pitted, or not. I'm not entirely sure. And here we go. We're taking it quite conservative here, and I think I actually crossed that yellow line once again. And spoiler alert, we would get a second time penalty, but this was not the end of our race. We're actually pretty good. Now we're gonna take on the soft tires with 9 minutes to go here. No fuel, I don't think. Oh, we do take a little bit of fuel actually, so we can actually make it to the end of the race. 31. Now that was pretty good there, but we're gonna lose so many positions, and the bad thing about that was I mean, I can't do anything right now, and people were just passing me, so I knew that we would maybe be able to catch up here, but yeah, it was kind of just, I just didn't like it. I didn't like getting passed right there. As you can see there, 3-second time penalty, and we're now into 7th place. So now, as we're pushing, we're still in 7th place, and the group is not too far in front of us here, but we actually make a mistake there. We get a half-second time penalty from that. Pretty clear what we did there, but we're just trying to push as much as possible. Now, I was kind of pissed because we're second. Tate right now is in second, but what I didn't know was, you know, some people still had to pit, so that was kind of refreshing. I didn't know that at the time, so I was just pushing as hard as possible, trying to catch up to Lucky Dog, and especially Niati, because I knew I was pretty fast compared to Niati. So maybe we could at least get P6 here. Now, on the back straightaway, I saw that Tate actually came into the pit, so I knew it was going to be pretty close between him. He's actually pitting out here, so extremely close here. You see him just in the distance right there. So I knew that that's another position that I could probably get. Niati, I think I was actually catching up to Niati quite a bit here. But now that was kind of my signal that people were starting to pit here, and I might actually finish higher than 7th place here. But you see here, Tate on cold tires, he was actually kind of struggling a little bit here. And we're just you could see we gained, I think, at least a second on that straight, it looked like. But now you see we're right on this back bumper here. He actually gives us the inside there. We go for I think he made a little bit of a mistake. He's trying to get his tires warmed up, and we passed him for 6th place. I don't know, what tire did he go on? He went on the softs as well, so just trying to fire up those softs, and I think we got the benefit of the doubt that it was actually, it was sunny out, now it's cloudy, so it's definitely a lot harder to warm up those softs. Now with around 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here, we're actually gonna take it quite conservative there, but Niati, we caught up to him, and we're probably gonna make a pass until he actually goes into the pits here, and we get into 5th place, so pretty good. Now Lucky Dog was in turn 1, so I think if we didn't make that mistake with like Tate and also that penalty, I think we could have been on the charge. And you see actually here, Lucky Dog trying to pass Miyaku here. Yeah, we settle for 5th place. So here we are on the final lap here. I think we had like 2 laps of fuel remaining, and you can actually see Miyaku in the distance. He's right there. Wait, no, that's actually Spurs fan. He's gonna let us pass here. But let's ride on board here, because you can actually see that's Miyaku right there. So we're quite close. We're actually catching up to him quite a bit. I think he's on the hard tire, so we had a lot more grip. We had the fastest tire by a mile. So I think we're just trying to catch up to him. I think I caught up to him probably by like 2 seconds last lap. I mean, the pace difference between me and Miyaku on different tires was absolutely unbelievable here. And I think I don't think he made a mistake there, but I think if we had one more lap, I think we would have been able to do it. Because you're going to see here, I think we gained quite a bit on him into the chicane. And he's actually, I think he does get a penalty here. We're going to ride on board with him, because I remember he did, get like a 1 second or half-second time penalty. Let's see here. Yeah, he did cut that corner, it looks like, a little bit there. and he's just trying to stay on the track there. He gets a 1 second time penalty. I think that's a little too harsh. Probably half second. That's actually going to put us, I think, 7/10 between each other at the end of the line. So I think the podium was definitely in reach if we didn't make those mistakes. I mean, this was definitely one of the hardest races that I've experienced. A lot more people. It was nice. We had 12 people start the race, so that was a really fun race. I liked it. Road Atlanta is probably one of my. I hate the track so much, but I mean, it's kind of like Laguna Seca, where it produces some pretty good racing. I mean, a lot of people make mistakes and stuff, but the pit road, I feel like the pit entry was just absolutely horrible in terms of penalties, just penalty after penalty. But you know, 5th place, not too bad for what we had to go through. Podium, I mean, I would have probably liked a podium a little bit more, but you know, I'm not complaining. I mean, it could have been much worse than that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Now this weekend I won't be able to live stream, but I will have a video. I already have it kind of scheduled for next week, so hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.